Kamisato Ayaka is one of the newest characters added to the Genshin Impact archive. We have known about Ayaka for a long time now since the beta, and she finally was given to us in the 2.0 update of Inazuma. Through her story quest and her involvement in the newest Archon story, we've been given a bit of information about her, as well as some cool lore and facts from her stories and voice lines. All of this information is pretty wholesome and interesting, so today I wanted to educate you as to why you should love Ayaka. Also, there will be spoilers here from Ayaka's story, so you have been warned. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you enjoy Tevat's facts and wisdom. Also be sure to join our community Discord, where we discuss Genshin's mystery and lore with all kinds of other people. You can catch me on Twitch too, where I stream Genshin. Links to these will be below. Alright, with that said, let's open the Tevattionary and dive right into this. Kamisato Ayaka is the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan of the Yashido Commission. The Yashido Commission is in charge of managing festivals, shrines, and cultural events. Ayaka has been blessed with a noble status on the islands of Inazuma, descending from the Kamisato clan. Everyone from the clan seems to be trained with swordsmanship and elemental arts. Ayaka's elemental sprint is known as an art called Senho. When sprinting instead of running, Ayaka turns into a fog of ice. As far as duties from the clan go, Ayato, Ayaka's brother, deals with the governmental affairs as the clan head, whereas Ayaka watches the internal and external affairs. Between her brother and Ayaka though, Ayaka seems to have more fame than him. This is due to her loving the people of Inazuma with all her heart. Ayaka puts the people above herself, and therefore earned the title of Shirasagi no Himegimi, or Princess of Egret, with egret meaning a white heron. Herons in Japanese culture represent purity, so it could be seen as her being quote-unquote perfect, innocent, and pure. The heron aspect could be because of her attire and how elegant she is in combat and conduct. She feels she needs to go out of her way to try and help every Inazuma citizen. People around her are always admiring her. We can see this during her story quest at the Summer Festival. During her story quest, we learn that Ayaka, despite being loved by so many people, does not have many friends. The only friends she truly has are the Traveler and Toma, or the commoner she brought in. Ayaka's entire life, she's been struggling to make friends with individuals. You may be asking yourself, who wouldn't want to be friends with Ayaka? So many people admire her, she's elegant, she's polite to everyone, and she's amazing at swordplay. All of these qualities are incredibly amazing for a person of such status to possess. But that's just it. Her status is what prevents her from making friends with people, along with the fact she is just really busy in general. Due to being from a royal lineage, people from Inazuma find it hard to approach her. We can see during her quest, she just wants to hang out with the Traveler and to have a nice time. She wants to live as a regular person, and demonstrates this by cooking a meal with Traveler and going to a summer festival and enjoying the events there. During the quest, she finds a notebook from an alias known as Tsubaki. Tsubaki is supposedly known to have known Ayaka's mother. Through the quest, we find out that Tsubaki is actually Ayaka's mother. Her mother's name is Kayo Kamisato, and when she turns into Tsubaki, she becomes a different person. Everything in the notebook is the life of an ordinary person. It's the journal of Kayo, and it shows her life privately and trivial. It also explains why Ayaka wanted to create a new kimono and try some international food. Tsubaki's notebook invigorated Ayaka to try the events listed in her mother's notebook, and it inspired her to live life like a normal person for a change. Ayaka related this journal experience to her own, and saw herself exactly as her mother did. She mentioned it was like someone delving into her mind and writing all her thoughts onto paper. From there, we see how much Ayaka struggled. We also find out a bit of how Kayo became a member of the Kamisato clan. Ayaka explains that once her mother married her father, she became the mother of the clan, and thus she also had a lot of responsibilities to take on. This insinuates that royal life in Inazuma really takes a lot out of a person, and it's hard for them to grasp the concept of ordinary living. Ayaka went through this same process, being in the exact position as her mother. Kayo never really had the time to do what she wanted. Underneath all the royal status, she was just an ordinary person, and Ayaka realized this as well. Once I learned this, it was when I truly felt for Ayaka. Just because an individual has status doesn't mean their life is entirely easy. If anything, it seems like a nice label and just a bunch of chores. And that's it. After we learn all these details about her, Ayaka is seen having so much fun at the summer festival, going from each activity to another with a smile on her face. There was one activity in particular though that really caught my eye, and that was the prayer plaques. Ayaka drew her family and friends and wished for peace among the people of Inazuma, whereas Traveler drew themselves holding hands with their sibling, and I gotta admit, I almost cried. The people at the festival were delighted to see Ayaka, and showed her nothing but the utmost love. They treated her like a princess, but in a very loving way. Ayaka is just such a gentle and lovable person that everyone there just wanted to make sure she had an excellent time. Also, Ayaka's smile can really ensnare you. It's just so wholesome. Towards the end of this amazing day spent with Ayaka, she explains how this is the happiest she has been and how she loved spending it with the Traveler. What's really adorable about this is her innocence. Ayaka has never had the opportunity to live a lifestyle like this before, so she looks like a happy child taking in everything she was able to do that day. Traveler was a real friend that she cherished, and you can tell she meant every word that came out of her mouth. Finally, as we walk around the beautiful forest of Inazuma more, Ayaka starts to dance and hum a beautiful tune on water. She pulls out a fan and brings a marvelous piece of ice out from the water as she continues to move in elegant fashion. The dance itself is based on a classical dance performed by geisha, which shows her having a long historical heritage. The dance also shows femininity, because it's only supposed to be performed by women. Her mother must have taught her this dance, considering this quest had a lot to do with her. To me, that was the best way to wrap up the quest. So I think I've given you plenty of reasons to love Ayaka. Her story is very compelling, and in my opinion, one of the best we've seen in Genshin so far. Her love for the people of Inazuma is really wholesome. The best friend relationship between her and Traveler can't be rivaled, and the fact she's like a child experiencing new things shows us how innocent she is. Her love for Inazuma, her kind heart, and her innocence are the reasons why you should love Ayaka. To be honest, all of these traits are exactly like a heron. You tell me though in the comments below. What do you think of Ayaka? Do you like her? Let me know down below. With that said, thank you for opening the Tebachinary. I will see you real soon for more Genshin Impact content.